So here you can see AR 64 and AR 79, 469. All the students are from our mentorship classes, both prelims and mains. And yes, in fact, interview guidance as well. So it's not just like generally you see in other institutes and all, generally you see students from interview guidance also. Most of the institutes try to claim, but it's not in the same way. Here, the students are from our mentorship classes. So this present course also, they have joined this prelims mentorship program 2025. So they were also part of our earlier prelims mentorship courses. So first, directly, I would like to start with what does the course include. Before that, I would like to just ask a few questions on prelims related problems which most of you are facing in the exam. So let us start with a few problems you are facing in the exam. So after that, I'll discuss how to handle those problems and how will this mentorship course basically will help you to address those problems. So let us start with the problems. So can anyone just give me some problems you are facing in the exam, especially prelims? Unpredictable nature, very good. Unpredictable. Accuracy issue, yes, very good. So 50% accuracy, that issue is also there. Accuracy. Confusion, yes, you can call it confusion as well. Confusion. And eliminating the options, yes, very good. Eliminating the options also is not that easy. Like for example, earlier you could have seen directly questions like does not, or extreme statements were given. But nowadays, the statements are not that direct. Okay, so in elimination techniques also you need certain like unique ways to identify what examiner is thinking in the exam, and do you need to eliminate such statements or you should not eliminate the statements. So all those things are also important from like in the recent years you have seen. So all these things also you need to learn. Yes. So some students, again, you focus more on current affairs, but yes, you read lot of current affairs, and you sometimes students do not have idea that what type of current affairs is going to be asked in the exam. That is also one issue we have faced recently. Some of the students have faced in the recent exams. Time management, very good. Time management also is a issue. And why time management is the issue? Again, there are lengthy questions. Okay. And sometimes what you are doing is you're trying to read repeatedly the entire question, and you haven't learned that important aspect, like where exactly you need to focus. For example, there is like two-line statement. Sometimes in prelims, you just need to learn where exactly you need to focus in that particular statement. This also, yes, you will learn in this course. So these problems and all we'll try to address in the exam. Yes, vast syllabus as well. Prelim syllabus, generally students consider that the entire like everything under the sun is syllabus and all, but as such that is not true. Okay, so that also I'll deal with, like we will deal what exactly you need to focus. They are called basically areas of focus, and this course also will be focusing more on that areas of focus. Yes, accuracy. Accuracy is an issue. Definitely, this course is going to deal with that accuracy part as well. Yes, coming to predictability, predicting also you need to leave that to us. Okay, what you have to do is basically whatever we say, you need to focus on them. You need to understand the concepts. If you have doubt, me and Bright Sir will be available always on Telegram. So you can ask your doubts. Predictability, predicting the current affairs, all those things you kindly leave that to us. Basically, what you need to do is you need to follow the process properly. You need to write the test properly. You need to take the review of your test. You need to develop that mindset which is required to clear the exam. So that is your purpose. Rest, what to do, what will come, what questions, static questions will come, what static current affairs will come, what basic current affairs will come, all those things we will deal in the course. Okay. So yes, these are the problems. Now, how to handle this problem? So what we have done is, so the entire course we have divided into these things. So first there will be static part. Okay. So this is static part, and then there is static based current affairs. Recently, this part has become more important rather than just reading static. Yes, static means, for example, fundamentals of physical geography is there. So from there, static questions will come. Okay, there is no issue. But nowadays, what we are seeing that some static based current affairs are coming. For example, let us say if delimitation commission is in news, let us say, okay, and in fact, in every state exam also last year, if you remember, some of the students I think are attending again. So last year I told clearly that delimitation question may come. Again, why did we say that delimitation question may come? First of all, it is there in news. Second, most of the state exams also, if you see, they are asking delimitation commission. So based on lot of parameters, okay, we are giving you the slides in science, whatever notes is given in the slides or whatever we are teaching in the class. Basically, we teach you based on the important things which are going on. So static based current affairs is also same thing. Like say delimitation is basically static, but why we have to cover that particularly last year? Yes, because it had some relevance in the current affairs. So in this way, most of our classes, whatever we discuss, will be not only on just static, but we'll also cover static plus static based current affairs. Okay, I'll show you different topics like how the static based current affairs are asked, so that you'll also have idea how to basically plan your studies. Okay. Next, yes, pure current affairs also will be there. That also every Saturday there will be one class on pure current affairs. And again, it is not that we'll cover this October current affairs, November current affairs. No, we never do that. Okay. What we focus on is there are certain topics from current affairs which are important, and there are certain keywords which are important. For example, let us say this aviation fuel was question was asked 2024. Any idea? Aviation fuel. So in 2024, aviation fuel question was asked. So why do you think exactly, though it is there in current affairs, right? It is there in current affairs in past 6 to 7 years also. Okay. Then why do you think last year itself it is very important? So again, that static part is there, but in current affairs, why it is there? There was something called first keyword. For the first time, it was used for some unique purpose. So what we do in the classes also, we look for all these keywords like first, largest, this type of important UPSC keywords, and based on that, we try to give you current affairs. So current affairs is not just going through something and just giving you some content. No, okay. Whatever each slide is based on a lot of thinking. Okay, why we need to teach you that, okay, why it is important or what exact keywords are important, all those will go into the current affairs. So again, current affairs also, you need to leave it to us. We will definitely cover what is important. So don't worry. So just whatever is given to you, you just have to revise. Okay. And whatever doubt you have, you can ask on those current affairs. Next, unique test series. Again, yes, most of the market test series already, I think you might have tried most of the market test series and all. Again, basically, most of the test series focus on just content. They just focus on content. They'll just ask you some questions, and they are mostly judging you based on your whatever knowledge is there. But again, remember, in UPSC, only based on knowledge or content, it is very, very difficult to answer the questions. So based on your knowledge or content, what will happen at the max, you can cover 35 questions, not more than that. But rest of the 65 questions are there in which you need lot of other aspects, okay, to learn. So that also, this test series basically is about that. This test series is, again, now itself, I'll make it clear. We are not like other coaching institutes, like where the test series, you see, most of the answer will be all. Do you really think in UPSC, most of the answer will be all? Generally, tell me how many questions answer is all in UPSC? Prelims? In 100 questions, how many questions generally will have answer as all? For example, in 2024, you can see, or maybe in 2023, you can see, or 2022, you can see, generally not more than, I'll say, 5 questions. Not more than 5 questions, 5 or 6 or 4. Not more than that, the answer will be all. Now, whereas if you're seeing different test series and all, okay, some like you see many test series where they just give you answer as all. See, test series means it has to help you exactly those in those 2 hours. Okay, in those 2 hours, what is going to happen? It has to teach you. So this test series is basically about that. And now itself, yes, I can clearly say, yeah, except SNT, except SNT. So apart from SNT, I told you in history and all, already I told you last year also, in history and all, generally the answer will be not all. For example, our students have applied in 2024 also. If you remember, they asked you like which of the names are related to Buddhism. In 2024, there was a question asked, which of the names are related to Buddhism? They have given 1, 2, and 3. Whatever names are there, first of all, do you really think the answer will be all for this in Buddhism, in history? Even if you do not know the answer, will you go for all? Definitely not. You cannot go for all directly because they are purely static questions, purely static history questions. Answer will not be all. Where the answer will be all, I will teach you in the class. Okay. Where the answer will be not all also, we will be teaching you through the test series. Okay. So this is why this test series is important. And in test series also, we will make sure that in the 50 questions, you will not be able to answer 25 questions at all. This will make sure, because I am not going to test your content here, or we are not going to test your content here. We want to see how will you answer these 25 questions, which answer you may not know. See, basic things we'll ask from the 25, yes, you will be able to handle, but 25 questions will make it definitely tough because we want to see your mindset. What happens sometimes, students, what happens if they require broad mindset, they think narrowly. Where they require narrow mindset, sometimes they think broadly. They don't understand what is plain, what is not plain. So there are certain concepts which you need to understand through the test series. So what we feel is test series should teach you all those things. Okay, it is not just asking content. Okay, so this part we will deal with the test series as well. And finally, most important part of the course also is examiner mindset. So every week we will be taking a class after the test. And in the test, again, I'm telling you, I'll not focus much on the content. Yes, some content I will discuss. But again, most of that 1 hour or 1.5 hour discussion will be to teach you that examiner mindset, how to handle the question which you do not know in the exam. So every week, if we teach you, definitely you are going to learn that mindset by the end of March. And this is going to help you a lot in the exam as well. And remember, all this you have to do. You have to attend the class. You have to attend the current affairs. Don't think that, okay, I'll just read the slides. Okay, or I'll just take the slides and just go on reading just the slides without attending the classes or without taking any this interaction with us and all. That will not work for you at all. Okay, you need to attend the classes. You need to write the test. You need to take the review of your test, and you need to attend the examiner mindset classes also to improve. The duration will be till March. It will start from now. Duration will be till March, and there will be 2 classes, okay, every week on the subjects like areas of, for example, now I am starting with areas of focus, let us say. So we will focus more on the areas of focus only. We will not be teaching you everything because everything is not required for this exam. First of all, understand that most of the students have that some like UPSC means you need to read everything and all. No, there are certain topics which have to be asked every year. For example, I think some students who have attended last year, did I say that money market question will come in the exam? In the class itself, I gave that clarity that money market question will definitely come in the exam. Why did we say that money market question will come in the exam? because you can see more or less capital market or money market questions are very important for the exam. And you can see here collateral borrowing, and in our slides you can see this is from our previous slides, and clearly I covered collateralized borrowing and lending obligation. See those both the slides. First, what we do generally, we ask a question in the slides and then we give you the answer as well. So first we'll see how you're answering and all, then we'll give you the content as well. So in the question also, or in the slides also, it's not that just giving you content. So in each slide, we try to give you first question. Okay. Based on that, we'll try to give you content, because you're not preparing or you're not here to do some PhD or something in this subjects. You are here to give the exam. So exam is about what? So what will be there in the exam? First, you see the question paper. What will be there? There will be questions. So your entire focus in this preparation should be on what question is going to come, how the question is going to be asked, and how you need to handle that question. So your prelims preparation should start from this point and not from the content point. Okay, so always my suggestion to any student or any like very new students or any student, my always our suggestion would be that you need to first see the UPSC questions and then only start your preparation. Without seeing UPSC questions, you should not start your preparation for UPSC. Whatever it is, even if first time you're reading history also, at least go through the questions first, then you read history. Go through the economics questions, then you read economics. This is going to help you a lot in the exam. So in this way, we cover areas of focus also. And here you can see every year we try to cover one bio question. Like what all bio topics are there in news, or what all bio topics are there in current affairs. So whatever new bio keywords are going on, we try to cover in the static classes as well. So now what will happen? You can see here, this is 2024 question. We have covered this in 2024, 2023, 2024 classes. So you can see here, membrane bioreactor is a wastewater treatment. And you can see here clearly, this is your 2024 question, where membrane bioreactor is directly asked in the exam. Okay. So more or less from each class, one question more or less has been asked in the exam. So that is how these classes are very, very important for you. Okay, and why we gave this? This is nothing like, it's not a magic or something. It's basically analysis. Okay, if you have good analysis of what is prelims, easily you can also guess the question. So every year one bio question is being asked, and it is our thing that we will search for you. We will see what bio question is going to come in 2025, and we are going to teach you the important bio questions as well. So here we have covered, you can clearly see here, and this question has been asked in 2024. And coming to static, like what is static here? Yes, last year most of the questions have been asked as well. So what is static here? You can see Ganga River Basin. So this exact slide we have given in the class last year. This is last year's slide. Okay. So Ganga River Basin, why I have covered, again same thing. We again, rivers are important. We go and search all the PYQs. We'll see what type of content is being asked. Okay, what we need to teach you, what rivers content you need to know. Okay, how it is being asked also is important. So we gave exactly the same question, like this current sequence on rivers when arranged in west to east direction, and you can see your 2024 question. Okay, so again, I am not creating this slide. Any student who have attended, they know already these slides are there in the group. Okay, so exact question has been asked in the exam. And test series, coming to test series also, it is me and Bright Sir will prepare the questions, and we have complete control on what questions goes into your test also. So it is not that we are paying some 100 rupees or something, which generally happens outside. But here, me and Bright Sir basically prepare your tests. Okay. So lot of importance goes into each and every question, like what question has to be given, why such question has to be given, and what should be the pattern of the question, or what is the pattern of the statement also, we decide. Because test series will actually help you a lot if you understand like what exactly that mindset is there. And if you learn that mindset through test series, then it becomes easy for you in the exam. So that is the purpose of also to maintaining that aspect, okay, in the tests. So here I have last year also we have covered Socialist Party. Again, same thing. Why I have covered why we have covered Socialist Party? Again, something not new. We are going through UGC questions as well. Like we every year go through UGC questions, especially for static part, and we try to analyze what type of questions may come in the UPSC. So in that way, we have covered the Socialist Party in the class as well. Okay, you can see here, Socialist Party, this is a question from our test series and which has been asked in the exam as well. Next, coming to other static part like Coriolis force also. This also exactly I have given in the test series. So why we have given in the test series? It's not that it's a very unique static or no. Clearly in the class, we have said that there are certain keywords from fundamentals of physical geography. They are being asked every year, and Coriolis force is one of the keyword. Again, now itself I'm telling you in 2025, there is going to be one fundamentals of physical geography question. Again, it will be based on important keywords of fundamentals of physical geography. For example, do you remember in your book there is a like a list of keywords in the beginning or at the end? For NCERT books, if you see in the end, I think mostly there are certain important keywords. So if you just see those keywords also, you will identify that every year one keyword is being asked in the exam in the prelims. Okay. So if that is what we try to cover in the class also. So that is the reason we ask the Coriolis force question also in the exam. So in the test series, clearly you can see here Coriolis does not exist on the equator. So exactly this type of statement I have given, which was asked in the exam. Now coming to what is static based current affairs. So many students have asked me about this. What is static based current affairs? I'll just give you some examples. For example, barren island. Is it a static topic? Can I say? Barren island is a static topic. Like it's basically volcanoes in India. It's a very static topic. But suddenly, if it is in the news saying that it has been erupted recently for the first time, then what happens? This becomes static plus current affairs, or you can call it a static based current affairs. And this barren island question can come in the exam. And again, same thing. If there is some static with largest keyword, and then definitely it is going to be asked in the exam. And any parliamentary related current affairs, it is going to be asked in the exam. For example, let us say last year we have covered ethics committee. If you remember, last year we have covered ethics committee, and simply why we have covered ethics committee? Same thing. Parliament committees, they are static topic, and then static based current affairs is going to be asked in the exam. So in that way, we are trying to cover that static based current affairs. Same thing with temples also, like PM visited some temples, and those temples may generally come under static, but that particular temple which is being mentioned in the news, that can be asked in the exam. So in this way, every class we are trying to cover that static based current affairs also. So the content will definitely be differing from each year, because you can see the question paper. The content will be different because the static based current affairs also will be different. So you can see here ethics committee we have covered, and this is 2024 question of ethics committee which was asked in the exam. And then every year in the static class we also cover pollution. If you remember, I always focus on this topic, pollution. So in the schedule also, there is a particular day for pollution. If you remember, in our previous classes, like the pollution particular day is also there. Why? Every year pollution question has to be asked in your exam. So in the class, we have covered PFAS, and you can see PFAS question has been asked in the 2024 exam. Again, there is nothing new in this. We are just trying to focus on what UPSC focuses. Okay, the UPSC focus on pollution topic, and that pollution topic has to come in the exam. No, Lalita, no. I'll tell you. How examiner mindset is going to work in the exam. That also we will teach you. Okay. So next, PFAS. Again, you can see here why we covered sustainable aviation fuel. So sustainable aviation fuel, you can see India's first commercial passenger flight. India's first commercial passenger flight. This is the reason we covered this current affairs or this static part, sustainable aviation fuel, because this first keyword is there in the news. So what we do is we try to search new, okay, this new keywords and all, that first keyword, first ever keyword, this type of thing we search in the current affairs. Okay, that is the reason we are covering. Again, you can see here we have covered this Sahel region also. So the test series clearly I have given this question that Sahel region, the central Sahel region is facing a severe humanitarian and protection crisis. Clearly, exactly we have focused on that Sahel region because conflicts have become important for the UPSC exam. So we were going through all the conflicts and we felt that this especially Sahel region conflict are important. And you can see here in the solution also I have given political, security, economic situation characterized by repeated coup. The same question has been asked in your exam. There have been military takeovers and coup d'etat in several countries of Sahel region. So it is literally exactly same topic has been asked in the exam in 2020. Again, same thing why we have covered. Basically, conflicts are important and we are going to cover all the conflicts which are going around the globe. So that also there is separate class for that. So in that class, the present whatever conflicts are there, we'll try to cover. Next, here also you can see some distributed energy resources aspect also we have covered, which has been asked here, distributed energy resources. Okay. And then Garba question as well, current affairs. Garba has been asked because anyways, yes, intangible cultural heritage, which is also important for the exam. You can see here Garba question also has been asked. And apart from that, finally, after the classes, we are giving you 500 important questions. So from that 500 important questions also, you can see clearly 423 question. Delimitation, I told you last year itself that delimitation question is going to definitely come in the exam. And clearly you can see they asked how many delimitation commissions. And we have changed the number here. We have given 6, whereas the actual answer also I have given in the solution, which is 4 times. So this clearly that 500 important questions are also important. Even 1 or 2 questions also come from 500. That 5 marks or that 2 or 4 marks is going to be very important for you in the exam. Yes, now coming to the examiner mindset. Yes, like every year, students think that examiner mindset is not working, or they think that that not or cannot, such type of questions are not being asked and all. See, that is the reason I don't call it elimination techniques. Elimination techniques means just by removing some words or just by thinking that statements are extreme. So that may not work for you. You have to learn the examiner mindset. Okay, why a question is asked, what statements can be wrong in that question, what are plain, not plain, that is, which is the most important part of our examiner mindset, which every year we teach the students, plain and not plain. For example, consider the following statements. India is a member of International Grains Council. Did we teach you this earlier itself? India is a member of International Grains Council. What did I tell? Member of? Member of, generally these type of statements will be plain or not plain. This clearly we gave some questions on the similar lines in the test series, because again I told you test series is not just content. We try to give you exactly these type of statements where UPSC thinks in that way, like the member, not a member, instrumental member. If you remember, I taught you that instrumental member, okay, or member from inception. So I told you there are difference between these 3 things. So in the class we taught you what is the difference between inception, what is the difference between instrumental, and what is the difference between just member. Yes, founding member as well. Okay, founding member. So we clearly taught you these things. What is the difference between inception? What is the difference between instrumental member? And what is the difference between founding member and just member? So tell me, between instrumental member and just member, which is more plain and which is not plain? instrumental member, and just member. Which will be more plain? Plain in the sense, yeah, more or less it could be right. Okay. Yes, member could be more or less more plain. So these type of things we have taught in the class based on the test series as well. So in the test series also, you will be seeing exactly these type of questions. We will be using we'll be using all those words, instrumental, member, because we have the idea of what exactly how examiner thinks, how examiner basically creates the questions, what type of keywords they use to create the questions and all. So based on that, we have taught. For example, in the second statement also, what does this mean? A country needs to be a member. What is this word? Needs to be. Can we consider it as mandatory? A country needs to be a member of International Grains Council exporting of needs to be. So can we consider it as mandatory? And what is mandatory? Is it a positive keyword or negative keyword? Based on whatever like we taught you last year. Definitely it is a negative keyword. So in this way, examiner mindset is going to help you a lot, and we request every student, if you are joining, you have to give the test at any cost, and you have to attend those examiner mindset classes every week. Else you will not be able to gain that examiner mindset, and definitely in those 50 or 60 questions which you do not know, you will not be able to handle if you do not learn examiner mindset. See, again, I'm telling you, examiner mindset is not just not or cannot or just removing extreme statements. No, a lot of things goes into the examiner mindset. Those things you will learn through test series. Okay. Next, coming to other things, like we also try to analyze the recent exams of UPSC, like CASF exam and all those exams. We also try to analyze. And because why we are analyzing? To know the trend of UPSC. So understanding what topics are being trending. So we do that, and based on that, last year itself, we thought that these questions, like especially this UNESCO questions, are important, because you can see here in CSF, this question was asked, and clearly in UPSC also, the similar question has been asked in the UPSC. So same UNESCO sites. So apart from that, yes, this course also includes personal mentorship. So you can see here clearly, before the exam itself, on June 9th and June 10th, student has asked me, sir, what is founding member? What did I answer? Clearly, we have given that it is plain statement. So member or founding member, I clearly told them that it's generally plain. So instrumental will be there or something, inception will be there, then it becomes not plain. So in this way, students try to ask a lot of questions, and this personal mentorship is what you get from this course. So me and Bright Sir will be available on Telegram. So whenever you have doubts, you can directly post them, sir, how to handle this question, how to handle this question, you can ask, or what statements you're unable to understand, you can ask. So what exact keywords also doubt you have, you can definitely ask. So that personal mentorship, what we try to do is, like, every student has that unique obstacles. Understanding levels are different for each student. So one size fits for all does not work, and continuous interaction is required. If you are not interacting with us, okay, again, it will be very, very difficult for you to learn everything from scratch. So do not do that. You properly interact with us. Okay, whatever doubt is there, okay, it could be any doubt you have to ask, clear the doubt, because in the exam you don't have time to think. It's just 2 hours, and nowadays the exam is tough. So the 2 hours may not be sufficient. So you don't have time to think. So all the doubts you need to ask before going to the exam. All are mixed. It's not that one day there will be, like, see, basically 2 classes are there per week. In that, static based current affairs and static will be covered. Okay, static based current affairs and static will be covered in 2 classes. Okay, mostly it will be on Tuesday and Thursday. Next, current affairs will be on Saturday. Current affairs will be on Saturday. And here also current affairs is there, but here mostly we'll cover static based current affairs and static. Whereas here there will be purely current affairs, and Sunday there will be test. And after the test, we will be taking that mindset, examiner mindset class also every week. Okay, so total there will be 4 classes, 2 classes on the static and static based current affairs, 1 class on current affairs purely, And then fourth important class is examiner mindset class, where every week I'll be teaching you the examiner mindset and you will be learning all those things. So not on Sunday. Sunday is the test, right? You give the test, I'll give you some time, like 2 or 3 days I'll be giving you. You complete the test in those 2 3 days. And the fourth day, we'll be discussing the examiner mindset. Okay. So every Sunday, we'll have a test based on whatever we have taught in the static based current affairs and current affairs. So why join this course? No prelims course in the market deals with UPSC prelims so extensively. See, most of the courses you can see, mostly they focus on the content teaching, the content part and all. But again, the content also, it has to be aligned with that particular year, whatever is happening. Okay, what question will come. So much predictable or predicting aspect has to be there in the content, which is basically missing here. But yes, we will try to cover extensively regarding prelims. And our hit rate is very high. You can ask any student who has joined our previous courses also, they'll tell you, okay, what will be our hit rate in the classes. Okay, so most of the questions generally, at least 1 or 2 questions from each class will be asked in the exam. And our content in the slides is modified every year based on recent UPSC trends and keywords. So it is not just dumping the content, like just taking some content or like just creating all the content related to something and just dumping on the slides. No, every content given to you has some basis based on whatever trend is there, what may come. So all those analysis will be done before giving you the content. So we don't dump the content. We provide highly processed content based on areas of focus. So you have seen already, like for example, I told you money market. So money market is there. We'll try to search for every related topic related to money market. And based on that, we'll try to give you the content. So we'll go through the RBI website. We'll go to the PIB also. So whatever recent any money market instruments have been mentioned, all those things will be done in the class. Next, how will you deal with unknown questions? We will teach you examiner mindset and elimination techniques every week to develop the mindset. Last year, many students have benefited from that, who has properly joined the course. Like they have given the test, they have attended, and then they have asked a lot of doubts. For those students, it has actually helped a lot. If you do not ask doubts, every year you will feel that, okay, nothing examiner mindset has not been asked in the exam. So this is the difference I have seen among the students also. So whoever has not interacted properly or who has not practiced it properly, again, always there will be a doubt. Again, there are some students who also doubt this examiner mindset. There are students like just now, 2 days or 3 days back, a student has met me. He himself told that he changed the answers of 6 questions, just that he did not believe in the examiner mindset in the last 10 minutes. Until then, yes, he answered the questions using examiner mindset. Finally, he thought that why will UPSC give every year in this way? And he changed 6 questions and he could not clear the prelims. So do not do that. See, examiner mindset, once you join the course, you will understand why it is important. And you need to trust on something because you do not know the answers of some questions. So you need to have some tools with you to answer those questions. So when we are giving you those tools, you need to blindly follow them. Okay. So that is one thing. So what we are expecting from you as well, which is very important. First, you need to attend the classes. So without attending the classes, like it's very difficult to help you as well. So give the test. This is also most important. Attend the examiner mindset discussion as well. Every week you have to attend it. Take the review of the test and constantly interact with us. Okay, all the toppers have shown you. I can show you all the in the Telegram chat and all. Every day they tend to discuss. Okay, so that interaction also has to be there from your side. So you will not learn everything just by reading slides. Again, this also I wanted to tell. Some students are there who just say that, okay, I'll just read the slides and all. You can see here, this is Ishani's chat, rank 79. After the exam, she messaged me like, sir, you discussed the faith in government also in the class. So US Treasury bill question was there. So direct US Treasury bill, I did not mention here, but clearly we discussed that US Treasury bill, that question may come. And the way that question will be asked also, we discussed in the class. So after the exam, she actually mentioned this as well from the slides directly. So when I was discussing this bonds and debentures, I have also mentioned about this US Treasury bill. Okay. So now coming to the schedule part, I'll just show you the schedule once so that you will have some idea about the course. Okay, so here you can see our schedule. So how we have planned the course. These are the some toppers testimonials and all. So these are some evidence of the questions which have been asked. Yeah, many institutes generally claim 80 questions, 90 questions have come from those things. I don't feel 80 or 90 questions can come from the notes. Okay. All whatever they are saying is basically they give you like 4 5 years back, like they teach you somewhere in 2018 questions also they try to include. Okay. Or content they try to include. A lot of sources they try to include and they say that 80 or 90 questions have been asked. So that is not possible at all, first of all. Okay. So whatever course is there, from that course, how much questions have come? Okay, this I have mentioned here. So you can see here with the evidence and all we have mentioned. And coming to the course schedule, which is very, very important for you. You have to take the printout of this, okay? And just keep this schedule with you. This is very important because you will not deviate from what has to be read for this exam. Okay, so when you are reading agriculture, so first class we will be taking on agriculture because agriculture is an important topic for UPSC. Every year, one MSP question or one agriculture related question has to come in your exam. One sustainable agriculture question. So those things I'll be dealing with this year. This year we'll go through all the sustainable new agriculture techniques, sustainable new agriculture techniques. We'll see if there is any new sustainable agriculture technique that may come in the exam as well. So that part we'll try to deal. So in this way, very important topics only we have covered in the schedule. Like parliament is very important. We are taking a particular class on parliament itself. And again, there is this Panchayati Raj or NALSA, okay, legislature or constitutional, non-constitutional bodies. All these things, one or two questions being asked every year. That also we'll try to cover. Then every year they ask you one minerals question. So this year, what minerals question can be asked also, we'll try to guess. And accordingly, we'll give you the content. So same thing with tiger reserves or biosphere reserves as well. So we do not exactly take that static content. Okay. Basically, our focus is what is going to come in the exam this year. So entire course will be designed based on that. So we basically cover the important topics. Again, separately, we'll cover international conventions, environmental acts also. Nowadays, you are seeing one or two questions are being asked on Wildlife Protection Act or this type of things. And threat to environment, like pollution question we have seen, that PFAS, which we have given in the class. So that also we will cover basically. So that is the reason we are mentioning it separately because we know that this question has to be asked in the exam. And clean energy also. Every year, one clean energy question is going to be asked. Again, this year also we'll try to cover whatever clean energy questions are there. So again, remember, UPSC is not everything. UPSC prelims is not everything under the sun. Okay, it is not. It is definitely not. It is basically there are certain areas they have to ask, and they are going to ask you on those areas. Okay. And fundamentals of physical geography will cover because almost 4 or 5 questions are being asked on fundamentals of physical geography. So all those things also we will see in the class. Then you can see SNT as well, science and tech like diseases or vaccines or satellites. So particular topics itself I have mentioned here so that you don't deviate from the topics. And here protocols also. Every time India joins some protocol or joins some convention, international convention, those questions are generally asked in the exam. So those things also we'll try to cover. Then Buddhism separate class will be there because last year how many Buddhism questions have come? Any idea? Because every year we tell you that Buddhism is important for UPSC. Okay, I think more or less I think 2 or 3 questions came from just Buddhism topic last year. So Buddhism again separately we have to cover. And this anyways UNESCO sites I told you intangible heritage and direct questions have been asked from tangible and intangible heritage. And then Mughal period or Vijayanagara period also is important, from which generally 1 or 2 questions come in the exam. Then there are some, nowadays we are seeing animal questions. Have you observed 2024 animal questions? Parasites, animals. So very unique animal, because yes, the exam is also for IFOS students, right? So nowadays we are seeing that unique animal questions and all. So again, we have a separate class for that. Okay, what type of animals are going to be asked in the exam? So that also we'll try to cover in the exam. So economics, again, basic concepts, poverty, RBI, all those things, like I told you, money market and all, expansionary policy, contractionary policy, what questions again come in the exam, those things we'll try to cover. And finally, history part, history also every year. One thing I'll tell you every year, that one question has to come from Charter Acts and Government of India Acts. Can anyone tell me in 2024 which Government of India Act has been asked? In 2024, which Government of India Act has been asked? 1935. Yes, 1935 Government of India Act has been asked. So one question in 100, already one question is fixed. You can see it in that way. Okay. In 100, already one pollution question is fixed. Okay. In 100, one convention or protocol or this type of agreements, one is fixed. So in this way, all these 100 topics are already fixed for you. So you just have to focus on them more. You have to revise them. You have to revise the slides and give the tests. So in this way, it will be a very focused preparation, and every week there will be a test. You can see a test 16, test 17, okay, test 15. In this way, test will be there, and finally there will be full length tests. Okay, and at the end, we will also give you that 500 most important questions. You just for a revision. See, it's not that only this is important. No, okay. Every aspect of the course is important. Okay, just for revision sake, we are giving you this 500 most important questions. So this is the course. So you have seen the schedule, and yes, already I discussed about our toppers. So all these toppers are from our mentorship classes. Okay, they are not just from our interview guidance or something. No, they are all from our mentorship classes. And yes, if you are interested in the course, finally, no, test will be online, because we have to review your report, right? So if you write test online, then only I'll be able to review your report. Means in because we basically design the questions also in such way to check your mindset in some of the questions. So some of the questions wantedly we create based on plain, not plain, broad, narrow, and all. Then we check your mindset as well, like it is broad mindset or narrow mindset. So based on that, we try to cover. Yeah, fees details from all are on the website. You can go through. You can just type Umbrella IS Academy, okay, on in Google as well, and you can just okay. I'll just show you once. So how to navigate this one. So you can just type Umbrella IS Academy. Okay, this is the course. The first slide will be the course, and you can see here. So the course fee also you can see. You can enroll here. And here are our topper testimonials as well. So you can see the rank. One second. Yeah, rank 64 has given her testimonial. You can go through, and you can go through the testimonial as well. And rank 75, 79 also has given a testimonial. So you can go through. So this is how you navigate. And yeah, you can enroll from here on the website itself. Or if you have any other doubts also, you can contact me or Bright Sir. So this is my Telegram number as well. And this is Bright Sir's. And here, or you can just take the screenshot of this slide. Okay, it is going to help you. Just take the screenshot of the slide so that you can directly contact us if you have any doubt. And CSAT classes, yes, CSAT also is there, but yes, that Bright Sir will be dealing with CSAT, and CSAT will start classes will start from December. Okay, CSAT classes will start from December. I'll just type the Telegram ID in the chat so that you can directly contact us there as well, and also will I'll just mention the numbers as well. Okay. So this is our Telegram channel as well. Okay. It's okay. Yeah, they are live classes. Okay, they are live classes. The timing will be 7 p.m. The first class is on Wednesday. Okay, only this week we'll have class on Wednesday, but from next week mostly the classes will be on Tuesday and Thursday because this week students are joining, right? So we want to give them 2 days more time, and on Wednesday we'll start. So Wednesday we'll have that agriculture class. So first class, as I showed you in the schedule, we'll start with agriculture. No, recorded classes generally will not be available. They will be available only in case of emergency. Okay, only in case of emergency. Again, I'm telling it clearly that they will be available only in case of emergency. You have to attend live classes. Okay, so the classes will start in the evening at 7 p.m. So in case of some emergency is there, okay, you're unable to attend, then it's okay. Then we'll try to share. But again, you cannot ask frequently the recorded classes. Okay. Yeah, Sanjay, that is what I'm saying. As such, we don't provide recorded classes directly. Okay. If you can manage from 7 to 9, like on phone also, you can manage the classes. There is no issue, right? So on phone also, you can manage the classes. And sometimes, yes, you are unable to attend, then we'll try to share the class.